Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video, we are going to take a look at whether you can make money on fishing and basically like how you can do so. Now, for this video, I'm going to be fishing for about an hour, give or take, and it's very important to understand that not all fish are created equally. Some sell for a lot more. We'll talk specifically about why and which ones later on. Now, the biggest tip I can give you with fishing, firstly, is obviously leveling it, increasing perception, etc., and giving yourself the fishing gear is going to be very helpful. But the biggest tip I can give you is pools. So certain pools basically drop certain fish. Ultimately, at the end of the day, certain fish will only drop in set pools. For example, one of the major fish that we'll talk about, the Kaheti slum shark, only spawns in blood in the water pools in Hallowfall. And I did a video on fishing and fishing in general, but basically all the different pools have certain fish that they can drop. And I think overall one of the big mechanisms around, like functionality in World of Warcraft, and fishing pools and everything like that, is ultimately, for all intents and purposes, finding the right pools could net you way more money per minute than like anything else. So like you can run around basically farming fishing by just fishing at random places. Like for example, you'll see I could stand here fishing all day, building up my skill, getting groupers. But the thing is groupers don't sell for money. So you can sit around all day farming the wrong fishing pools. But in reality, if you go and find the right ones, where your big value fish are, then it's probably worth more to you than just kind of chilling, trying to pick it up. One thing I will say as well, a lot of these pools will only spawn one at a time, especially the rare ones. So when you do see them, you definitely want to make sure that you A, farm them, and B, immediately look around for the next one. Once you get into the habit, you will find that the pools tend to rotate in set circles, and you should be able to find the next one fairly easily. It's never too far away. Last but not least, really look at your fishing equipment, whether it's throwing back in fish to increase your perception. A lot of these are very useful, especially when you are farming certain types of pools. It's also really, really ideal, I would say at the very least, if you are looking to fish for money, that basically you have something else that you are doing along the way. So snuffling is really helpful. Obviously it's great because you can pick up, a whole bunch of additional other things if you snuffle, whether it's other materials or available resources, or even just globs of wax to trade in later on. Then of course as well, instead of snuffling, you could work on another gathering profession. So in between going to each fishing pool, you could look at mining, for example, or something like that, and just mine or gather the herb nodes or mining nodes that are on the way to the next pool. It's not going to hurt you. It's a very brief stop, and it's like doubling up on money, So in between those stops, you can really, really, really tend to make some pretty big cash. But that's pretty much it in regards to fishing. So let's talk about trading in these fish. So you'll see I fished for an hour and 6 seconds. My fishing skill went all the way up to 121, which isn't bad. Like I said, during the course of fishing, I didn't isolate any specific pools or anything. I just kind of went and, did it. Now, a big thing here is basically when we're selling, we are going to make some decent money. And we managed to fish up this Null Stone, which is obviously 600 gold, very helpful, although I would usually keep it. Shadow Groupers don't sell for much. Bismuth Building sells for a decent chunk. Whispering Stargazer sells for a decent chunk. Like a lot of these fish are selling for relatively okay gold, 20 a piece, 30 a piece, and you know, when you've got 15, 16 of them, it tends to add up. But the big one is going to be the Kaheti Slum Shark, which is 800 gold a pop. And the reason why the Kaheti Slum Shark is so expensive is because it's a crucial ingredient. You saw there, 3,000. It's a crucial ingredient, 750 per fish, in making the feast, which is obviously crucial for food buff for raids. So Kaheti Slum Shark from the blood pool in Hallowfall is 100% the most profitable fish to go and get. Increasing your perception will help you get it, and it's actually quite profitable. I mean, this whole session here, I think I made around 7,000 gold, which, all things considered, not bad for just an hour of fishing, not to mention the other stuff I got along the way. So yeah,